Ollie, one half of TevOllie, and I want to talk to you guys about friends. Um, I want to talk specifically about my friends, and I'm not gonna like give names or nothing like that. They might not want to just be talked about like this, but just my own experiences with friends, how important friends are. I've had, for one, I don't have a lot of friends. I'm not one of those people that have like a big, large group of individuals that I know. I don't know a whole lot of people. I've never really. I usually have one or two to three like besties, and kind of leave it like that. I don't really like. I've never thrown a party myself because I don't have people to invite. Like not a lot of people. Like I can't. I don't want to just um, like rent out a venue and only six people show up. Like because I don't really talk to a lot of people or have a lot of friends. And it's not like in a sad way. I actually that's like on purpose, I guess. For one, I myself, which I don't want you to think that I'm like down on myself or anything like that. For one, I don't think I'm like the best friend you can have. And it's not like it's just that I get really busy. And so I don't keep up with people very well, and that hurts people's feelings sometimes. I'm in a relationship, and then I'm a mother, and so that takes a lot of your time. And so, like, I don't always have a lot of time to hang out or to go out. When I do, I do, and I have a good time. But for the most part, I like a person like me, I'm not always around. And so, of course, like, I make friends with people that are kind of on the same level. They're kind of like, they're busy individuals too. And when we all have enough time to kind of hang out or want to go on a trip or something like that, we do it together and we have a good time, but we have an understanding. I've had friends that I don't get to talk to anymore, or I've had friends that I've fallen out with, or just like my life has changed, or there's a lot of things that happen, and there's no hard feelings or anything like that, but it's just life. When you have a child, that is a big, like, game changer for your relationships. Like there's a lot of times when you, especially if you were just all you and all of your friends were single and or don't have any kids, and then you start implementing a relationship or a child, you got to split your time up. And a lot of times those friends, some of those friends don't last, or you just kind of drift off because they're still living their life as a single person, and a more free individual, and you have like some boundaries now. You have like some limits. You got places to be. You got things you have to do in order to keep your family together or to maintain your relationship, and you can lose people that way. And I don't consider it just you losing people like altogether. I just think that it is a part of life. And you know, it definitely doesn't have to be any animosity or hard feelings behind you taking on a new journey. Um, a lot of times you have to be selfish too. I deal with depression. I've said it before, from time to time, and sometimes you have to be alone for a little while, or sometimes you have to get through this process, or you don't want to bring anybody in on it for whatever reasons. That's okay. And when you have like really really good friends that understand you and understand what you have going on in your life, they'll be around for when you come back. um, and you could pick up where you left off. I have friends like that. My friends know about me. They know everything about me. They've been through a lot with me, and have their own lives that they're dealing with every day. I understand that. They understand me. But I've had friends that don't. And I will say one thing that I have done is like I've had friendships that I've fallen out with a person because we were young and we didn't, both of us didn't really understand where the other person is coming from because our lives are changing. We're going on two separate journeys. And I've gone back and rekindled the at least a cordial relationship with them. Now, when you best friends, especially for us ladies, that is it's more than that. It is much more than just a friendship. At least for me, what I've experienced, it's like family. It's like sisters, and I can understand now. I can understand when people get hurt by not knowing something, not being included, kind of drifting off, because it's like a relationship, and you just some people feel neglected by it, or some people need you because you may be all that they have, or you may be someone that is really a benefit to their life. And it hurts people sometimes. And I realized that when I had my one of my friendships kind of spiral out of control, so I rekindled that. And now we're cool. Like, we could talk, and of course we're both going on different journeys, so it's not like it was, but that's okay. You make new friends, or you end up being around people that are dealing with the same things you're dealing with. That's okay. I will say that you need your girlfriends. I need my girlfriends. Even though I don't get to talk to them much, I'm really busy, I'm going through things, I need them. And I would say, if you have somebody that was a good person, and they didn't cross some terrible barrier that they should not have ever crossed, consider squashing, beef that you have. If they're like, of course if they can't grasp where your life is, of course you're gonna have to let them go, but you need your girlfriends. There's stuff I've gone through in relationships, or with my family, or with my child, and my friends were there. And I was not alone. And it means so much when you have a set of girls. It don't have to be a lot. And that's the thing. Like, you don't have to have a lot of people in your corner all the time. Sometimes you gotta rock with yourself. I mean, and it just is what it is. But when you have a friend or a few friends that really know you, really understand you, and are really on your team, cherish that. I don't know where I would be without my friends. I've had stuff happen with guys, with Tevrin, and my friends were there for me. And they weren't always on my side either. They told me the truth. They kept it real with me. They would tell me, like, okay, now you are tripping. You can't do that. I don't know how he dealing with that. And I had to really look at myself. I can't get mad. They love me. And I love them. And they telling me the truth. And so, I really wish that there was something I could do. I want to say thank you to them for being here for me. I try to do the same as much as I can, and it's it's really helped me. They have really gotten me through a lot of stuff. Think about like the relationships that you have, the ones that are worth salvaging. If something has happened or you guys fell out, it's time to grow up. For one, I had to do it, and move on, close that chapter. If there's a chapter that's still open, you still don't know what's going on, you got feelings about a person, and you don't even know them anymore, close the chapter. If there's something you need to apologize about, you should do that, and wholeheartedly, and like taking into consideration their side, as you know, as something very serious. And like, people are not you, and so not everybody thinks like you do, and you have to take on somebody else's understanding of things in order to get to a resolution. Like, okay, I can see why you felt that way, or there's nothing wrong with how you feel, because people, you can't make a person feel a certain type of way, but you can acknowledge it and get to another level, like move on from that point. You need your girlfriends, and not like you can't live without them, or you can't do anything without them, but they are a great benefit if you have them. And the ones that don't contribute to your life, that suck all the energy out of you or stress you out or are not on the same level, there's nothing wrong with letting them go. It's time to just be around people that elevate you and bring out the best in you. And there are people that can claim to be your friend or have love for you, and you haven't seen any evidence of it. That stuff happens too. And so like, there's nothing wrong with kind of cleaning that stuff out of your life either. That's why I only have a few friends, and it's because, for one, people have their own things going on, and I can't get involved with it. I got stuff going on in my life. Also, there are people that can put on and claim to be here for you, and they really are not. I don't have bad feelings about it, but I just don't have it around me. So take that into consideration. Think about your friends. Think about who they are, what they do for you, what you've done for them. And let's start making some decisions. Let's start, getting our life back, because your friends are your life. They are for me, at least. That's the part of you that doesn't have any real like strings attached, and they are just there as a benefit or a plus for your life. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know where I would be without mine. Say thank you to your friends. You don't have to go out and buy something or do anything like that. Just let them know that, I appreciate you being here for me, being my best friend. You didn't have to do what you did. You didn't have to be around me. You didn't have to give me your time, share your food with me, buy me a drink that day, or watch my child for me when I needed to do this or that, because they got their own life. And so you say thank you to the ones that are there for you. And if they are not, it's okay to let them go. And it doesn't have to be any hard feelings. You do not have to drag them through the mud just because y'all fell out. That's one thing. I don't understand how people air the dirty laundry of people that they were friends with, best friends with. It makes me feel like were you ever friends with this person, or did you ever love this person to kind of like drag them through the mud just because you got hurt by something? It doesn't, that's not love in my opinion. Now that person may not have loved you, but if you love them, you don't do them that way. And I don't like tit for tat. I don't like it. There might be instances where I've had it or done it in immaturity, but I'm grown now. You can't. It's not worth it, and that is a testament to who you are and what your true feelings were for that person. It just it shows your character. I don't. My friends have told me things. I have secrets that I'll never tell. They go to that's their secret. That's none of my business to tell. So, you know, I don't think that's right. And I don't think that you really. It may not be true. Everybody's different, but in my opinion, it I don't think you actually really cared about that person if you're willing to do stuff like that. Let it be over with. If you guys aren't friends anymore, just let it be over with and move on. Find some new friends. Jeez, like we got to get all online on Facebook and all of this and talk mess about somebody that used to be your friend. That it just it's that's never a good decision, and it prolongs the animosity. It continues drama in your life. You don't want to do that. I don't think it's necessary. But some people do it, and that stuff comes back on you. I don't know how many of y'all are like believers in karma. I do. I think like stuff comes back on you. If you decide that, you know what, I'm gonna talk bad about this person, or I'm gonna let it be known what was really going on and all this other type of stuff, that it's negative, and it only brings negativity to your life. You're gonna have to pay for that at some point. I believe that. You do things, when you put out positivity, you can get positivity back, and if you put out negativity, you'll get it back. It's not worth it at all. If you love somebody, leave it at that. Well, I loved you, or I still love you, and move on. We grown out here, so what's wrong with that? Shout out to my friends. Man, some of the best investigators I've ever had. Let something happen between me and TevOllie. They are going to be on it. Oh my gosh. There's not much I have to say. My phone has started lighting up with, okay, this is what I found, this is what I found, this is that. I don't think this is what it seems like, or, oh no, that we don't like that. They are the best. They are the best. If I've ever fallen out with any of these friends that I have now, I don't know. I doubt it would ever happen, because we're all kind of the same. We have kind of the same mindset when it comes to the friendship. Of course, we're all different people, but we have the same mindset, have the same love for each other, and the same code. There's codes, man. Girl code. We have that, and it's beautiful. I love my friends, and they love me. Man, take care of your relationships with your friends. Keep them, take care of them. try to keep your word and things, and try to, you know, support them. If they have businesses, support the business. Stop trying to get discounts, and, well, you know, really support support their business, and support their decisions, and tell them the truth if you have the floor for your opinion. Be honest. And if somebody wants to let you go, be all right with that. Don't drag them through the mud. It's okay. If they come back, they come back. Or if you want to try it again with them, that's cool. And you know you got another chance when you didn't do anything grimy when things were over. You know, you got a chance to rekindle things. But once you start putting daggers in the character of the person, it's hard to come back from that. I myself, I don't want to hear no, well, my feelings were hurt. I don't want to hear that. That doesn't make a difference to me. Because, you know, when you love somebody, you don't do that. So, at least in my opinion. But anyways, check on your friends, talk to them, love them, treat them right, treat them how you want to be treated. Understand that they're human beings. Understand that they understand you. Give them the benefit of the doubt. And move on if you have to move on. There's more out there. But anyways, that's my take on my friends. I'll probably talk some more about it. Or maybe they'll be on here one day. I don't know. But please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. TevOllie Talk is going to holler at y'all later. Peace out.